Would you like to try female domination? Female domination is a type of BDSM practice, where the role of the top, or dominant, is played by a woman. Although many people immediately think of dominatrixes in latex and high heels, like in Euro or pornographic movies, not everyone's sex will look like that. Domination is about control in a couple, so elements of sadomasochism such as binding and flogging are not necessary. There may be other options. Sensory deprivation, when the partner is blindfolded or put on headphones, and the woman takes the initiative teasing and coaxing, not to be confused with pressure. Everything is discussed in advance, playing with sensations, such as touching with feathers, ice, fabrics with different textures. Anal stimulation with a man in the receiving role, the prostate increases the pleasure of sex. Role-playing scenarios such as queen and commoner, teacher and student, boss and trainee, and others. Genital domination, which implies not pain but, on the contrary, hypertrophied tenderness and care, but with control in the woman. This change of familiar roles can refresh sexual life and help realize inner, unspoken desires. Dominance allows the woman to take unaccustomed control and her partner to feel surrounded by attention, which is often subconsciously associated with power. This can be especially true for those who were neglected as children. Such people may aspire to more adult and controlling lovers, but requiring a partner to replace a parent is toxic, and changing roles in sex seems like a more environmentally friendly option. Consent can only be given by a sober adult. It doesn't automatically apply to all practices. You have to ask about each one separately. Consent can be withdrawn at any time without any consequences. Establish rules and a stop word before the practice begins. Partners need to discuss all wishes and rules. You literally sit down and go over a list of what you would like and what you would not like, as well as what intensity is acceptable. You can forbid some actions or touching specific parts of the body or set an acceptable level of stimulation. You should also come up with a stop word that is easy to say. For example, banana or anything that can come to mind and cannot be said casually. This word should act as a stopcock. If a partner says it, the process stops instantly. To control the pace of the game, you can use a traffic light code. Red, yellow and green. Get into character. Coming up with an image is a good way to let go of the situation and overcome shyness. To reincarnate into another person, you can cover your face or change your clothes. Classic elements, corsets, latex, high-heeled boots, a mask. But you can experiment, such as trying on the outfit of a businesswoman, a strict teacher, or even the dress of Stifler's mother. Pay attention to your partner after the session. After the session, you need to give each other attention, be affectionate, share impressions and evaluate your partner's actions. Don't skip this step so that the experiment will help you get closer, not more distant. For example, cuddle and then discuss what worked and didn't work for each of you and what could be added next time. Don't gloss over your impressions. Don't try to change your partner's mind and impose your opinion. Be open to comments. Take a lesson from a professional if you want to go beyond talking and masks to something more complicated, like tying. Then you need an instructor. He will teach you the basics and pay attention to safety during the sessions. For example, there are shibari specialists who bind without sexual innuendo and initiate beginners into the nuances. You can also find an instructor or a course specifically on a particular BDSM practice. Remember, dominatrixes do not engage in prostitution, so you should not engage in sexual intercourse with them. If you are offered sex during a session, this should alert you.